1,000-ton stones moved as if they were feathers. Cuts in hard rock with surgical precision. How? Have you ever wondered if the history we're told is the whole truth? Welcome to Light and Shadows Global, your channel dedicated to exploring the deepest mysteries and the best-kept secrets of our world. Today, get ready. We're going to unveil 4 absolutely impossible ancient constructions. Works that defy logic, shatter official theories, and make science scratch its head searching for answers. What really happened in the past? What technologies did our ancestors possess? Stay with us until the end and discover why these engineering marvels shouldn't exist, but they do. Hold on to your seats. The journey is about to begin. Our journey begins on the Bolivian Altiplano, over 3,800 meters, 12,500 feet above sea level, at Puma Punku, the gateway of the Puma. Part of the vast Tiwanaku complex, a pre-Inca civilization that flourished between 300 and 1000 AD, this site is a spectacle of inexplicable engineering. The core of the enigma lies in the andesite and diorite stones, volcanic rocks of extreme hardness, close to diamond on the Mohs scale, making them incredibly difficult to work. We're talking about blocks weighing over 130 tons, like the iconic H blocks, which display millimeter precision, with carvings and grooves so perfect they suggest mass production or molding, something unthinkable for the era. Archaeologists propose that the Tiwanaku builders used harder stone tools, sand and water as abrasives, and a continuous polishing system, along with llama leather ropes and immense ramps to move these colossi. However, the complexity of the internal cuts, the perfectly cylindrical holes, and the mirror-like surfaces raise profound questions. How did they achieve such mastery on such challenging rocks with supposedly limited technology? Some blocks feature multiple planes and angles that would interlock like pieces of a sophisticated 3-dimensional puzzle. The absence of written records from the Tiwanaku culture detailing their construction techniques only deepens the mystery of how they transported and worked colossal stones, some from quarries tens of kilometers away, with such disconcerting precision. Puma Punku remains a direct challenge to our understanding of the technological capabilities of the ancient world. Our next stop is Baalbek in Lebanon's Bekaa Valley, ancient Heliopolis. The Romans built one of the most sumptuous temple complexes of their vast empire here, but the real puzzle lies in the foundation of the Temple of Jupiter. On its western wall lies the monumental Trilithon, 3 limestone blocks, each about 19 meters or 62 feet long, 4 meters or 13 feet high, and 3.5 meters or 11.5 feet wide, individually weighing an astonishing 800 tons. They are perfectly aligned and positioned at a height of nearly 7 meters or 23 feet above the ground. Roman engineering was undoubtedly advanced, employing complex cranes, pulleys, and a vast workforce. However, transporting and lifting 800-ton blocks would represent an extreme challenge, possibly beyond their known capabilities for this type of continuous task at such a height. The mystery deepens when we visit the quarry, nearly a kilometer away. There we find the Hajar al-Hibla, the stone of the pregnant woman, an even larger monolith weighing about 1,200 tons. And as if that weren't enough, in 2014, another stone, estimated at an incredible 1,650 tons, was discovered in the same quarry. How were these megaliths cut with such precision? And crucially, how was it planned to transport and integrate them into the structure? Some researchers hypothesize that the megalithic platform on which the Romans built may be the work of an earlier, much older civilization with even more impressive technological capabilities. Baalbek compels us to reconsider the limits of ancient engineering. We return to the Andes on the outskirts of Cusco, Peru, to witness the magnificence of Sacsayhuamán. Often described as an Inca fortress, with its main construction dating from the 15th century, this structure is a marvel of architecture and engineering. Its imposing zigzag walls are formed from limestone and andesite blocks of dimensions and weights that defy imagination. Some stones reach 9 meters in height and exceed 120 tons, with estimates of blocks up to 200 tons. The intriguing aspect of Sacsayhuamán is the polygonal masonry technique employed. The stones are not uniform, each has a unique shape, with multiple corners and faces, yet they fit together with such astonishing precision that it's impossible to slide a knife blade between them, all without any type of mortar. Conventional archaeology explains this feat through a laborious process where the Incas sculpted each stone individually, testing and fitting until the perfect join was achieved, using harder stone tools. The transportation of these rocky giants, some from quarries located several kilometers away over rugged terrain, would have been a Herculean task, involving thousands of workers, logs, ropes, and ramps. However, the logistics to coordinate such an endeavor, the perfection of the joints and stones of such complex shapes, and the absence of detailed Inca records of these specific techniques — they used quipus, a system of knots, not formal writing — continue to fuel debate. The structure's resilience, having survived centuries of seismic activity, is a testament to Inca genius, but the exact hows remain a monumental puzzle. Our journey now takes us to southeastern Turkey, to Göbeklitepe, the Bellypot Hill, a site that revolutionized our understanding of early civilizations. Dated between 9,600 and 7,300 BC, this complex is about 6,000 years older than Stonehenge and the Great Pyramids of Egypt. The most astounding fact is that it was built by hunter-gatherers, human groups that, until its discovery, were considered incapable of such social organization, resource mobilization, and technical knowledge to erect monumental architecture. Göbeklitepe is composed of multiple circular enclosures delimited by immense T-shaped limestone pillars. These pillars, some up to 6 meters or 20 feet high and weighing around 20 tons, are often adorned with exquisitely carved reliefs of a variety of animals: sinuous snakes, cunning foxes, fierce boars, birds of prey, lions, scorpions, and even insects. The artistic sophistication and scale of construction are extraordinary for a period preceding the invention of agriculture, pottery, and writing. How did these groups, likely nomadic or semi-nomadic, manage to quarry, transport over hundreds of meters, and erect these megaliths? What belief system or rituals motivated such a grand and coordinated collective effort? Archaeologist Klaus Schmidt, who led the initial excavations, proposed that Göbeklitepe functioned as a regional ritual center, perhaps the world's first temple, and that the very need to build and maintain such a site may have been one of the catalysts for sedentism and the development of agriculture. One of the greatest mysteries is why by 7,300 BC, these impressive enclosures were deliberately buried, an act that preserved them for millennia, but whose purpose remains unknown. Puma Punku, Baalbek, Sacsayhuamán, Göbeklitepe. These constructions are silent testimonies to the ingenuity and perhaps lost knowledge of our ancestors. They force us to question our assumptions about the past and to admit that there is still much we do not understand. Were they forgotten techniques, external help, or simply the incredible human ability to overcome challenges? Which of these impossible constructions left you speechless? Is there another one you think should be on the list? Share your ideas in the comments. And if you love unraveling the mysteries of history and human ingenuity, you know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the Loose and Sombras channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventures. Until next time, explorers of the impossible.